Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing The Legend of Dragoon and recording it all on VHS. Last time, we started going through this undersea cavern, and hey, there was a save point. Looks like there's going to be a boss ahead. Let's go take care of things. Also, might be a little bit lower energy, if that is even possible for this episode. Just not feeling so, not ill, just not great. Oh. Hello. That's some vibes right there is what that is. So, no, not a path. Okay. All right. This is dang. I was not expecting the vibes from this game. Oh, I forgot. I have to do voices. All right. I also have no idea what her voice was. Here's the moon dagger you wanted. I didn't kill those humans as you said, but why did you suddenly start to say such a thing? The blood smeared. I have no idea what Lloyd's voice was. It's been a while since we've seen him. The blood smeared road might be the only way to lead us to the world we desire. Death gives birth to tears, and tears give birth to anger. When anger turns itself into rancor, it opens to war. It's silly that I have to repeat it, and since once is enough. Well, I won't stop you if you want to do so, Lloyd. Anyway, he's called something like Dart. Aren't they the ones coming after you, Lloyd? It's all in my plan. Plan, huh? Now, let me tell you my plan. My plan is to get a hot prize from you. Ah, tut. Hey, you're disturbing my moment here. You're gonna pay for this. Why is Lloyd here? Is this all part of your plot? My will is with Emperor Diaz. Namely, everything was planned by the god. You're still talking about that crap? You killed Lavitz. Let us settle the score now. I have the calling to reform the world. I have no time to pay attention to little things like Lavitz. Lloyd? I can't stand it anymore. I have no idea who was supposed to be saying that. I am the one who torched your home to the ground. I am the one who deprived your friend of his life, and I hold the moon gem and moon dagger in my hands. You abhor me, don't you? I am heading to Mil Sasau. Pursue me, if you can survive. Easy, easy. Wait a minute. Don't be so hasty. That was nice of him giving you an invitation, but you gotta decline it. Because you will die now and here. Hello, large dragon behind the Dragoon lady. Good old Regal. Alright, what do we got? Oh boy. Is in fact not a multi. I don't have to hit X way too hard. Trying to decide who I want to hit that button. Because whoever hits that does get the automatic success on their stuff.
Die. Hard blade.
Dart, why are you so slow? Like, you even have the item to make you not slow. And you're still being slow. Stop it. Oh, hey. We actually get to see the full sea dragon creature instead of just the head. We could break out some magic. Your magic stat isn't great. Let's just have you focus on the whole hitting things hard. I'm really torn on whether to focus on Linus or go for the Sea Dragon. Does not do nearly as much damage as I had hoped. I think that got made all the more impressive looking that it zoomed out far enough that it's just like, oh yeah, here's your little fire orb that you're trapped in. It's so small. We've encompassed the entire thing in our nonsense. Alright, so I assume lethal attack for all is just not going to do a whole lot. We can hit everybody, and probably should. I do need to get some hit point regain going here in a sec, so that's probably going to fall back on Shauna. Let's see how Death Dimension does. Forgot about that little snapshot. And of course I look away as soon as the damage numbers come up. I'm really torn on whether or not to use Dart's magic, because I know he's got, like, he tends to be a physical attacker, and also it does seem, are we getting waterfowl danced here? Nope, just box watered. Man, it is going to suck when I am no longer Dragoon mode and all of this, like, actually hits hard. Also, Dart's gonna get destroyed because he's fire type. There is a lot of spectacle in these combat animations. Like, oh good. Linus is taking damage. Great. Perfect. Like, they really went ham on these animations, and like, they're honestly really quite good. The problem, of course, is that, you know, they are unskippable, and in boss fights like this, where it's just like, okay, cool, let me come in with full Dragoon strength and unload with spell after spell after spell. No, that does not do nearly as much damage as I'd hoped. Wow. It's very much just like, cool. That's neat and all, but also, perhaps someday, things will continue? I don't know. I've rambled enough about animation lengths in this game. Like, there's a lot of really good spectacle, and a lot of the animations are actually really great. It's just like watching them multiple times. Isn't entirely great. But like, seeing these boss attacks for like the first time, it's just like, that's really quite cool. It's just like, okay, cool. Like, we are now trapped in a water dimension. We've been trapped in a water dimension, and she's going to, you know, oh, what is, we've been thrown into a blitzball arena, and she's a blitzball player, and we are not. Like, that, it's honestly, like, really cool stuff. It's really, like, there's a ton of great animation in this game. And I think for, like, I don't know, I've probably said quite the opposite previously. It kind of works for, like, the big boss attacks. I think where it falls down is just, like, in Dragoon mode, we're basically going into big old anime Sakuga time, but they also, like, they only did the Sakuga once. And then it is just, like, reuse the same clips over and over again because, you know, that's the structure of the show. It's 90s anime time. And it's like, it's fine, but also... I don't know. Could get a drain, or we can just hit both. Let's just hit both. I think that really is the quality of this. Like, that maybe that's what it is. It's just like, we're hitting into the territory of, like, older animes that had, like, we had very few, like, you know, we could only put, like, the full force of our animation team behind these few scenes, so we're going to reuse these animations as often as we can. Boo. Like, that's all well and good and works in older style anime. Okay, I need to remember how this attack hits. One, two, yeah. There we go. But, like, I've cast this spell, you know, 3 other times this fight. There's just something to be said about just, like, these animations are neat, but seeing them repeatedly just... I don't know. I don't mean to be disparaging this time. I've ranted way too much about this every time. It's basically every boss battle I will do this because I don't know what else to talk about with this game because the animations are really good. It's just like they're really long. I got a deep gash. What? Yeah. Something deep gash. Go, my minion, I guess. Get you your 100 SP. See what this attack is supposed to look like when we're not in a little fire bubble. Pray for dart, since we have time. Like, again, that's a lot, like, this is a really cool spectacle for an attack. That it missed feels very silly. Very silly indeed. Anyway, good job, Rose, on dodging that, I guess. Hey, can I get a better... Okay.
Yes. Go. Madness. Hero.
Slightly better angle where we can actually see You attacking? You are. I sure would like a turn. I'm really torn right now. Rose hits a lot harder than Shauna. I'm gonna greet it.
Die. Hard blade.
I regret this. I very nearly regret that. Okay, not quite up to the point that you could actually Dragoon and heal us, so we're going to have to rely on items, and certainly not dumb ones. So his fight seems like it's almost over, so we should be good with only a half. Do I want to just Dragoonify? Yeah, I do. Try your single target magic. It is type mismatched, but let's go for it. Okay. Still effective. Maybe I should have been using that more often. Regal, how dare you? Do they keep doing that where it's like in combat have to rush forward? It's a little odd, but it's fine. Lloyd? My life is for you. Lloyd. A frozen jet? Oh boy. Right, those characters exist. I do appreciate that they get experience, though. this? It's Meru's Dragoon spirit. Oh, I am surprised that Meru was recognized. Does that mean this Dragoon spirit chose me? It means... Am I one of the Dragoons? Shine-Git. I'm a Dragoon too! Dragoon spirits attract each other, and Dragoons gather as the dragon spirit desires. As so as fate leads. Are we drawn to each other like that? Is that what you were saying? That's just folklore. You're going to pursue Lloyd, aren't you? Unfortunately, we have to go to meet King Zior and tell him we couldn't bring the moon dagger back. Aren't you hurt? No, thanks to you, Dart. Hey guys, don't ignore me like that. Hey, wait for me. A bit odd going back to back from here's oh no, it's so sad that this character has died, immediately into Meru run around, Shine-Git, Splendido, wahoo! Like, just straight into ba-da-ba-ba-da. Games are weird. Anyhow, let's hit that save. Right, I have 20 Stardust. Hooray. I just realized we're going to be going back to, you know, back to town where there's the boat that we just came here on.
Yes. Go.
Oh, I missed. Aha, you also missed. And for a moment I thought I missed, but then I remembered, oh right, I just don't have to press buttons for her. Anyway, took 3 episodes to get here. Was it 3 episodes to get here by a boat, or was it even more? It was so long. It took so long for boats. Hopefully, the return trip will be a little bit less exciting. I'm really glad that save point was accessible after the boss fight. Like, just having those, boy howdy, sure hope I don't, like...
Yes. Go. Madness.
sure hope I don't, you know, wipe the party right after fighting a boss. It's fine, we saved. But I do have concerns of just, like, getting into a random encounter and suddenly, suddenly Dart is bewitched and dealing 300 damage to, like, everybody. And other such nonsense like that.
Yes. Go.
Die. Hard blade.
Exactly far enough. Every time. Exactly far enough to get into one fight on the way. Oh, good. And it's not the whatever horrible creature.
Yes. Go.
Got my timing off. Me.
Die. Hard blade.
And yes, we are going to save again. Because we made it out of the cave alive. We made it across the one encounter distance back to town. I don't want to have to redo anything. And while I would hope that everything goes well and we can actually like hit up the inn and all that stuff, I don't know. I don't really trust this game to like give me a moment to relax or like give me a properly timed save point or things just based off of some previous experiences with it. Yeah, it's really a pity. The dragon is dead, but it won't bring back my house or ship. Hey, champ. You know what? I think I'm actually going to just only carry... Hey, how much does this garbage sell for? It's wild that that only sells for 15, where these sell for 5. Okay. I'll use this with 4 inventory slots. I'm not quite up to par on these 2 healing items that I would kind of like to have, you know, in hand. But we have the heal all replacements. Should be fine. Should be fine. Oh hey, this child who I never actually spoke to and kept checking the flowers and said, Look, lots of ants are attacking praying mantis together. Ants suck. I hate them so much. They're just Oh boy, I hate ants. Anyway, oh my dear daughter, I miss the days when you used to say, I'll marry you, Papa. Weird. Our daughter got married, so I came here with my hubby to fill the hole in our hearts. We came here on the first liner to resume service. That was fast. We came from Lindira for shopping, and then there was the sea dragon, and since our boat couldn't be put out to sea. Everybody's so happy the sea dragon is gone. Now the liners are back. Yes, I'm staying a night. Please recover all of my stuff. You know what? We're going to run back in here because I did not explore the upstairs particularly well. We found the room Shauna was in first try. So let's struggle with camera angles and then figure out if there's anything up here. I feel dizzy. This is a hot spring, a good meal, and time for the two of us. Traveling is wonderful, isn't it, honey? Hey, there is somebody on the bed. We came here from Serdio to bathe in the hot springs. Oh, I really got married, didn't I? Oh my, it's a beautiful room. Yeah, but is there any stardust in here? No. At least not that I could find. Who knows if there is? Somebody that's not me. And that's fine. Willing to accept... No, I'm not. Stardust is one of those things that very much is just like, hey, buy the official strategy guide. Like, that is the feel I get from Stardust. Is... Hello, sign. I definitely get the feel that Stardust is... It was a system that was very much just like, this is for selling the strategy guide, and not much... Like, I don't know. It's hard to say because we are getting into the era of, like, really ridiculous, like, ultimate weapon nonsense. The sea dragon is gone and the liners are back. At least our lives can return to... At last, our lives can return to normal, but I wonder who defeated the sea dragon. Yes, who could have possibly done that? Certainly not, like, the only people wandering around with swords and stuff. We didn't see the knights come out of the Queen Fury, so who defeated the sea dragon? Alright, give me a moment to work up the energy for Pueller. Anyhow, we are getting into the era of just truly ridiculous, absolute nonsense for, like, ultimate weapons and ultimate items and whatnot. So, like, I would not be surprised if at the end of this, the ultimate weapon was tied behind the Stardust that I didn't find throughout the entirety of the game, and wham. I am okay to have missed this in my first playthrough and whatnot, because why, like, I don't know, you don't have to get everything. You don't have to play with a guide open to play a game, I guess. I don't know. Play games how you want. That's what it comes down to. And I choose to play this without a guide and therefore miss Stardust. And then I will just grumble about it instead of getting it all. That's That's about how that's coming down. Anyhow. Dart, I've heard about you. You successfully defeated the monster on the prison island and the female bandit. What's wrong? You have a long face. We are ready to go back to Fletz in a triumph. We couldn't get the moon dagger back. Is this pure, like, why do they do this where they, like, only have, like, the small, like, I do not understand, like, why they keep doing this where it's, like, instead of just using the usual dialogue system where they have, like, a name attached to a text box, they just keep showing the small text box. I believe this is Puler speaking. And, not, like, it of course doesn't make sense for Dart to be saying this, but is there a third party that's about to burst in on screen? Let's find out. I like the ocean. Let yourself flow in the waves and the wind. The problems of this world become not a problem at all. Oh, here is an idea, Dart. Why don't you come with me on the ocean? Dart, you would make a good sailor, even the great man of the sea. The man of the sea. Not bad. I can't. I can't. I still have something to take care of. Oh, I understand. It's a shame, though. Dart, as soon as you're ready, just come aboard. Meet you on the boat. Be ready for departure. I don't think I have anything else to do on this entire island. Like, I guess we can go to the clinic and see if Pete's still there with his mom and how they're getting along. And they'll probably be gone, and maybe they're back in Pete's town, and I don't really want to go all the way back over to Pete's little town. But we'll put in this amount of effort. Hey, it's Pete. Dirt! My ma has gotten so much better. Oh, thanks to you, I got my strength. That was Ma. Thanks to you, I got my strength back. My boy is crazy about you. Oh, he wants to go on journeys with many beautiful women like you, Dart. Okay, the game is becoming self-aware, it seems. Ma, don't tell him about it. Pete, but it's hard work. What? How? It's because of jealousy. Sometimes it's too noisy. Sometimes it's scary. Well, I have some girl in mind. When I'm with her all the time, I feel a very cold gaze on my back. It's like a gaze that chills my spine. Rose. Pete? Watch your back. I said Pete. Dirt? Rose? I think it's just your imagination. Isn't it? Am I wrong? Yes, you're right. It looks hard to be with women. I'll be a fisherman, Ma. That's not bad either. Well, that was a weird exchange. Dirt, what do you mean you are having a hard time when you have lots of pretty girls around you? It's because of, I guess I can say all of the things. Cool, so I assume this is going to be, hey, here's, pick a girl, technically. Because Too Noisy is going to pull out Maru, who is, you know, established to be young, potentially not, of an okay age for things to be said. Jealousy. I don't mean it all at all, but the circumstances were just lucky. Dart, watch your back.
Whoa, Shauna!
What is this lucky? I wonder if something happened when you were alone with Rose. No, I was unconscious. It looks hard to be with women. I'm gonna be a chef, Ma. No, that's not bad either. Alright, you know what? We'll leave the kid to want to be a chef. Ain't nothing wrong with being a fisherman, but, I don't know, Shauna. This heckin' game. It gets... Okay, so this game is aware that it is a harem anime. Like, that's it. That's maybe that's why I was missing, is that when I was starting this game, I didn't realize that it was a harem anime. Is that what I've been doing wrong the entire time? Is that it? Is that like the point of view that I have been missing the entire time? Is this game just a harem anime? And that's everything I've been doing wrong. Of just like, of course they're going to have these very long attack animations that are things like Tenchi Muyo is coming back to mind real fast, real hard now that I've put this into perspective of this game is just a harem anime. And maybe that's it. Maybe this game is just like, let's make a JRPG that is a harem anime in the vein of Tenchi Muyo. Is that it? Is that it? Is that... I don't know. Anyway, let's call it a day. I'm saving yet again because I don't want to have any more of these conversations. And I don't want to hop on a boat that might take 3 episodes to get back across the other side of the way. Is that it? Is that really it? Is this game just a harem anime? And that is what I've been doing wrong the entire time. Is I've been taking this way too seriously and not... I've been treating this as a JRPG and not a harem anime. That might be it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.